Hi everybody, it's time again for Collector Cars TV. And now, here's your host. Here's Lance!
All right. Thank you, Ed. Bill. Yeah. See, this was Mark. I have Mark Petty with us tonight, by the way, in the studio. See, this was to kind of appease him. He's been moving closer to the seat.
I know.
So now we're going to let him introduce the show. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because one of these days he's going to be behind the desk here. You know?
Yep.
I love it. That was very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Kind of spur of the moment.
Right.
For everybody out there, we just planned that 2 minutes before.
We've had rain for how many days now?
40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights, just about that. So we've had all of this nasty weather. We came in here in our umbrellas trying to stay dry, and I got a feeling it's going to be a crazy evening.
Yeah.
Because guess who we have back tonight? Our Australia reporter.
Martin Garten.
Martin Garten. Beautiful, man. And I'll tell you, when I started going through the pictures, he is getting into this.
Yeah.
He's been studying some photography books and taking tips from Bill, and I mean, he has got some gorgeous shots, and I think the people are going to love all this stuff. Mr. Petty,
Yes.
When are we going to get down and get some good eats at Amore again?
First Monday of the month.
First Monday. Now, I thought he was going to close first Monday.
He was talking about it. I haven't gotten the okay of what we're going to do. So if we decide to move it, we may move it to maybe even a Sunday afternoon or something.
Okay.
Whatever it's his
For the
store.
summer.
Yeah.
Just for the hot
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, the hot season, I mentioned it at a couple of shows already and said to the guys, look, we get the afternoon showers. That's almost a given.
Yeah.
You know, and by the time things dry up, it's 6:30. Well, that's a little late to start a show unless you're doing the show during that, you know, moving the show back a little bit. I put the question out, you know, how about we do the shows from 6 to 9:30? Extend them a half hour, start them an hour later. It's a little bit shorter show, but I think we got a better shot of beating the rain.
Yeah, clear weather.
Right, because after that last year, turning out that rain out schedule,
Yeah. Well, and you know,
even I didn't know where to go.
we told him to move.
We told him.
He didn't listen either.
I know it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of places around the country, they really
Uh-huh.
don't do that. They go from like 6 to maybe 10 o'clock.
Right,
And
they go
I guess
later.
it just depends on whether everybody here would get used to that or be okay with it.
There's no way I'm going to make everybody happy. You got your guys that want to be in bed at 8:30.
Yep.
You know that that's when they go to bed and so forth. But you know, for the sake of getting the shows in, you know, in a better manner at a better time. Once the sun goes down in the summertime, it's usually pretty nice in the evenings, and we're wasting that getting them out there at 4 in the afternoon when it's so blistering hot. It's unbearable. So anyway, it's something we're talking about. We may try it. I may just try it a couple times and see what the people think, you know, and get an opinion. Which is something I want to say, folks. You got to start responding. Get on at yourhotrod.com. Get me comments. I'm on there. Bill's on there. Bill runs it with John Broden. Get comments about the shows. Tell us, hey, yeah, I like that idea. I don't like that idea. The TV shows. We have Bill Trier doing all his special, you know, category videos and stuff. All the different slideshows we're doing now versus, you know, the video. And things like that. So comment on it. Let us know what you like. If you're of the opinion Bill should be behind the seat, no need to respond. Because those emails I'm not going to look at.
He's sending them.
They're all coming from one address.
address.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get Martin Garten on, and let's see this gorgeous stuff he's got from Australia.
Cruising down under.
Photography guy, Martin Garten, Australia reporter.
So this is on the way to the Oval, as they call it, and a whole string of cars. You know, that they've
Looks
got.
like it rained that morning too.
Yeah, in fact, they did. You'll see they did get a little bit of rain when they went through here. But this is, I believe, it's east of town, Perth, and it's the Bassendean Oval, also known as the Steel Blue Oval, and they play Australian football here. And this is just a fabulous showgrounds. I mean, wouldn't you like to
yeah.
have that for your backyard?
Oh, I'm looking at this.
yeah.
Look at the grass.
I know it. Great place for a car show.
Yeah.
So the first one that we're going to have up here, I think, is, this is Herb, and this is a friend of Martin's, and he's got a 1957 FE Holden Special.
Right-hand drive.
Right-hand drive. And that's one of the cars that you saw leading the pack going into the, going towards the stadium. Now this one I think is really cool. This is a 1954 FJ panel van.
FJ. Now that would be a.
Well, it's a Holden.
It's a Holden.
So most of these that we're going to see are going to be Holdens, but it is something that is very reminiscent of a Chevy.
Yeah.
Essentially, I think what happens you'll see is that they're a little bit behind. So that would be more like a 51, 52, 53 kind of Chevy, and this is more Holden's now 54, 6-cylinder, two carburetors, 2 carbs as he calls it. Martin does. But look at this thing.
That's cool.
I'm amazed at the quality, and I guess I shouldn't be amazed. I mean, heck, car guys are car guys.
Right. And they're restoring them in Australia, and it doesn't matter where they do.
That's right.
Restore them. They're putting their ideas in, and their, custom ideas.
But
That is very neat.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff. This guy's name is Andrew, and he has a 1976 Sandman Ute. Right?
Sandman Ute.
Sandman
Okay.
is what it is. And we're going to see the next time around. We're going to see a Sandman where it's kind of like a panel truck. This one is actually a Ute, though.
Look at the angle of the shot.
Yeah.
That's nice.
He's got a whole new career, doesn't he?
I guess.
Yeah. So of course, Ute is very much like we would see an El Camino or a Ranchero. Very popular in Australia, from what I can tell, and they made a lot of them, and people really used them, for their everyday vehicles. But now people are really restoring them. How do they shift with that left hand, Mark? I don't get it.
It's tough to drive. You ever driven one?
I haven't. Nice engine, though, huh?
Oh yeah. Good, clean car. Very nice. I like the way he got several shots of each car, too.
Yes,
So they're
yeah,
not
and
coming
he's,
by
we've
too
talked about
fast.
this. This was a 1968 HK Monaro. And Monaro, of course, we've heard that name recently. It was the body that they used to build the new GTOs.
Okay.
And so hopefully Frank Woodall's watching tonight. It's a 1968, Mark McLean owns this one. It's a GTS. Great body lines. Absolutely fabulous body lines. And a lot of the muscle cars back then in Australia were actually 4-door. We'll see some of those. This one happens to be a 2-door model, but a lot of them were, were 4-doors. I mean, look at the detailing on that engine.
327?
Yep.
Ooh. What was the name of the first guy's car? The very first guy you named?
His name was Herb.
Herb. I'm taking notes.
You taking notes?
Taking
Look at the
notes.
interior on this thing.
That's nice. Wood grain wheel. Wood grain banjo wheel.
Now,
Look at this.
Mark, you don't even know this one. It's 31 Caddy. And I zoomed in on the picture a little bit. That little center thing between the two headlights says V12.
Yep.
V12.
Yeah. And the
That's hot.
And the Cadillac, and so you can see it there a little
The
bit.
size of the lights.
Yeah. And, I have no idea if that was something that they shipped over there. And I guess I didn't look to see if it was right-hand drive or not.
No, look at the steering wheel.
Can you see it over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now this one again is a
Looks like a Duster.
is a Monaro also, but it's a 69-70. Those 2 years must have been very similar, the same, I guess. And it is an HT Monaro GTS.
Doesn't that look a lot like a Duster? Or am I...
But again, it's Holden, so it would be GM,